Hi, welcome to Shri Management channel. Today we are going to discuss how to utilize the Excel utilities which are provided by default in the Income Tax of India website. Most often we tend to use the online applications to file ITR1, ITR2 or any of these filings. But what I realized is that due to internet connectivity issues or due to some of the problems we face, these excels are more beneficial to use because we tend to lose the data when you're filing an online application in ITR. And by default we have more used to file Excel utilities, easy to download and easy to calculate online, and then we can upload back into the Income Tax of India website. I would show it to you how to use that, but most importantly there are certain software requirements which we need to keep in mind while you are using the Excel utilities. I would also point about those things so that you need to upgrade your software, for example, the Excel and the Microsoft Office versions if you are using these utilities. Let's deep dive.
Tax of India portal for e-filing, and then when I click on e-file, it will take me to these options where I can file an income tax return, view file returns and all. So by default, when we click on this file income tax return, this is the place where we start filing an ITR return. Here you can select an assessment year for year 2024 and 2025. And we have two options here. One is to file online and one is file offline. Of course, online filing is recommended, but most often due to internet connectivity issues or other problems, it will be more beneficial if you file offline and by downloading an Excel utility. So I'll show you quickly how to manage this. When you click on offline, you can select the filing type, whether you're filing an original return or a revised return. So in this place, there is an option. This is not for individuals, but for political parties who have been under audit. And for whichever ITR you are filing, ITR 1, 2, or 4, you can select those ITR type and click on continue. So this is the place which will bring us to offline filing, and here we have to attach the Excel file once we fill in it. So there is an instruction here which you have to pay attention, where you can download an offline utility while filing the income tax returns. When you click on this link here where I was pointing to, this will take you to a separate page where there were all the offline utilities listed. And these offline utilities you can download directly. But before that, there is an important software requirement which you need to pay attention, which is when you click on this general instructions. The software details which we need to take care are, we need to enable the macros in the Excel of Microsoft, and we have to be on these latest versions. I would prefer that you be on the most latest version 2013 or even above, and use the Microsoft Windows version, operating system version more than Office 10. So this will give us will more supported versions when you're filing an Excel utility. And you need to update your Java utilities to as well, and have the latest Java runtime environment, which is like version 8 or above. And these are pretty easy to install even for people who are not having an IT background. You can click on the link here, and it will give us more detailed instructions how do we has to follow. So when you click on this detailed instructions to link, it will take us to the .NET package portal, and you can select the language as English. You can download and just click on the application.exe file and update your .NET version as well. This would really help to have the latest versions when you're managing the Office utility Excel filing. And once you've downloaded, I will show you quickly how to download as well. When you're selecting ITR1, you click on this Excel based utility. This schema is to explain what are the different sections which are available, and these are the validations whatever we have. So these validations would give you complete details. What are the validations this Excel utility is taking care of in case if you're filing any error? These validate when facing a filing error. Most of these Excel based rules are the ones which are working in the background, which would help. You don't need to go through all of them, but just keep an eye that in case if you are filing this ITR return using an Excel utility, and if you're facing a specific issue, these are the validations which are running in the background and which is creating those specific errors. I would create separate videos as well on the detailed errors. This is the place where you need to go and download this Excel utility. So when you click on it, it is downloading in my downloadable path. This is the path where by default your download files will be available. When you click on it, it will be in a zip file. You need to right click and then maybe you can create a copy of it, or you can simply open with any of the Explorer, or I would prefer that you would extract all of them in the same path and just copy the extracted path to your desktop or to my documents and start working from there. This would give us directly to the place where you want to store. I'm putting it in my documents and click on select folder and then do that path. So here you can also have an option to change the download path and download. This would give you the Excel utility, which you have to download and fill it. And once you fill that Excel utility, you have to come back to the same location, which I was mentioning here, and you can attach this file. And before finally uploading the Excel utility, you have to convert to JSON file option. This option is available in the Excel utility itself. Let me quickly show you that as well. So let me avoid the extraction for now and quickly show you from the zip file itself. So if you go to the zip file, this will open. I'm having an Office 2019 version, so that's why it is opening without an error. In case if you're having a not so latest version, I would prefer that you update your Excel version as well. Click on enabling. This is the place where it will enable the macros from the spreadsheet to work with. When you click on it, it will take some time. It will reopen the Excel, and it will also ask you if it has to enable some active content on the Excel. This is important to make the macros work. Click on enable that content as well. And this, if you see this error message or this info message, what I would call on your screen, that means your utility is working all right. That means green cells are for the data entry, the red labels are for mandatory fields, and then you should not use Control X or Control V, cut, copy, paste. You need to manually type in everything into the Excel, and you have to proceed. Yeah, so that is the place where you need to pay attention to. If you're able to see this, means that the Excel utility is working all right. And finally, after filling all this Excel template using ITR1 filing mechanism, you have to import a JSON structure. This is when you click on this import JSON, the one which I'm highlighting now, would create the JSON object. You can save that on your computer, and then you can come back to the screen and attach this file as a JSON. So this is pretty easy and a stable way of filing an income tax return. You can work on this utility without internet connection. And once this is ready, you can just do a one-time upload and file your return without losing data, or without losing your calculations. The advantage of this Excel is that you can keep an offline copy in your desktop, and you can rework on this how many number of times ever you want. So I would prefer that you follow this Excel utility upload version. Hope this information is quite helpful to you. Thank you.